I'm going to show you. Look at that. Goes into my hand. And I'm going to mix it up in my hand. Okay? There. You see that? Look. It's completely dissolved and my hand turns into an oil. Hey you all, welcome to another video. In this video, we're going to be talking about locks because I get lots of questions about my locks. And so we're going to talk about locks today because I like to answer your questions. And here is my locks. Nice and beautiful. I keep it at a certain length. You know, I just chop it off because I don't like my locks to look like messy or super uneven or crazy looking. Okay, so yeah, I tend to trim the ends off a lot. Sometimes things get stuck in it, so I just like to pick it out or cut the ends. And this length is pretty good. Maybe I'll let it grow a little bit longer, but that's basically it. But I get so much questions about my locks. People ask me why, you know, they ask me questions about how my locks is so clean. They ask me questions about how my locks is so shiny. And they ask all kind of questions about what do I put in my hair, what butter I put in my hair, do I make my own oils? So much things people ask me about my locks. So I'm just gonna come and do a video here. Okay, first of all, the first question is, who did my locks? I did my locks by myself. I did locks for me and my two boys, and one of my sons, we had to cut his locks because it just got filled with sand. We went to the beach and it was a hot mess. We tried to get it out but couldn't, so we had to cut his hair. But anyways, we're gonna lock it back, and my other son still has his locks. But yeah, but I did the locks myself. My youngest son had locks first, and I grew locks because they were teasing him at school. He's the only black kid in his class, and he has locks, and you know, racism, prejudices, or whatever, there was a big causing a problem in school. And so to encourage my son and to help him to stay focused, I grew my locks. And so we both had locks, and so he was fine with his locks because nobody else had locks except him. And then his brother grew his locks. Actually, his brother had locks, but it was shorter locks, like small locks, like just under his ear, like. But his brother, they were not in the same school. They were in different school. And his brother is older. So yeah, it was a little bit of issue locks. So that's how I started my own locks. And I love it. I kept it. And that's basically it. That's the lock story. Anyways, how's my lock so shiny? So let me show you guys what I use in my locks to make it shiny. So I use a lot of infused oils in my locks. This is pine infused oil, like 3 different pine that I have on my property here growing. I think I have like 4 different pine, but I use 3 of them to make this oil. And you just infuse this, dry the pine needles first, infuse them, and then I have some other oils that I have infused in here, like calendula, rosemary, and you just mix it up. And I make this oil, and it's in a dropper bottle, and all you need to do is just apply it to your hair. You know, you put it on your locks, put it in your hand, and then I just apply it to my locks. I tend to apply these things to my locks mostly every day because my hair just love oil, so I just apply things to my locks daily. My hair just love oils. My infused oils are just amazing for my hair, and my hair really loves it, and so that's what I put in my hair. And it does not build up on my hair because the oil is very light. This oil is infused with grape seed oil. You can also put olive oil if you want. I find olive oil is a much heavier oil. It doesn't bother my hair, but I prefer to have grapeseed oil or rice bran oil. They're much lighter, and some people, they easy to get built up. So if you're somebody who easy to get built up on your hair, just use a really light oil. So that's what I do. I put that in my hair. The next thing I do is I make infusion. So this is fenugreek and rosemary and clove. It's just soaking in water, and I will strain this out, put it in a spray bottle, and I would spray it on my hair. But I'll add a hydrosol, I'll add rose hydrosol, or I'll add a floral hydrosol that I make and add it to that. And then I'll use that to spray my hair. And everybody in the house basically use the spray to spray their hair. So we just use hydrosol with that. You can use a preservative in yours if I don't know if you're gonna. You can use a preservative if you're gonna have it for a long period of time, or if you're gonna put any oil inside of it. I don't put a preservative if I don't add any oil to mine. But if I'm gonna add any oil to mine, I put a preservative. Now this water that I have inside here is distilled water. Now my spray usually finishes like a week and a half. So every week and a half I make new ones. So that's fine. It would not go bad. And I also add essential oils in here. But if I decide to add any carrier oil, or if I add this oil inside this in my spray bottle, then I add a preservative and I put opthafen preservative in it, because when you mix oil and water, bacteria is gonna come in. Okay, so that's what I put in my locks. The next thing I put in my locks is curry. This is curry leaves here, infusing here. And I love to put that in my hair. Now this has a little pungent smell, so you can mix it with like a mint essential oil or a lemon essential oil, and then you can mix it here and put it on your hair. I put this in my hair because this tends to make your hair stay black if you have white hair or something like that. So it makes your hair black, and it also is really good for your scalp, and it makes your hair thick. So I like to use this oil. And if you have any fungus or any dandruff problems, this is the oil for you. And you could, even if you have bad dandruff and stuff, you can also do an infusion with neem leaves and the curry leaves. Awesome. I also use this as a hair treatment and a hot oil treatment before I wash my locks every week. So yeah, I do that. And the next thing that I do is mint oil. So these are mint leaves from my garden. I have lots of mint. So I infuse this, and I also put that in my hair. So these are some things that I put in my hair to make my hair shiny and to make my hair look like that, because you guys are always asking me about my hair. Okay, so this is what I put in my hair. Now something else I put in my hair is shea butter. Okay, and I know you're gonna be like, shea butter is gonna make your hair all sticky. Shea butter is gonna da. Nope. Shea butter is amazing for hair. People have problems with shea butter because they are mixing shea butter with other things like coconut oil, cocoon butter, lavender butter, cocoa butter. You mix in shea butter with all kind of stuff. So the more hard butters that you mix shea butter with, the thicker and it becomes, and then it becomes like a real thick emollient. So obviously you put all this mixture on your locks, it's gonna overload it and make it heavy, and it's gonna build up. And if you're not washing your locks every week or once every 2 weeks, if you're not soaking it, obviously you're gonna have build up. So people say, oh, you shouldn't put shea butter, you shouldn't put all this stuff, like you shouldn't put butters in your hair. Agreed, you should not put all this butter on your locks if you're not washing your hair regularly, and if you're not soaking your hair regularly. Don't put it. But shea butter by itself does not make build up on your hair. I use shea butter on my hair and I don't have a problem. It doesn't build up on my hair. I put it on my scalp, and then I put a little bit in my hands, and I put it on my ends. And as you can see, there's my locks. I don't have any buildup on my locks, but my locks is shiny, looks good, soft, not crunchy or anything like that. So First, I spray. Let me get my spray bottle. So the first thing I do is I spray my hair. So I spray my hair with water. And then I just rub it up like that. And then I have a big this is my shea butter. This is just one clump of shea butter I have here, and I want to show you guys. But this smells incredibly amazing, guys. Okay, this shea butter. This is 8.5 pounds of shea butter, and this shea butter is from Nigeria. Okay, so let me show you guys the difference between shea butter, because a lot of you are buying shea butter, but I'm telling you, your shea butter is being messed with. It's not real shea butter. It's mixed with something. The other day, I buy shea butter. I bought cocoa butter from somebody, and the cocoa butter was not real cocoa butter. The cocoa butter was not real cocoa butter. It was adulterated cocoa butter mixed with something else. And when I compare it to the real cocoa butter I had there, I was very upset, and I said, never again would I buy cocoa butter from this person, because they mixed with something. It's not real cocoa butter. You know, I hate to spend money and I don't get value for it. So anyways, I took a piece from here, and I am going to show you. Look at that. Goes into my hand, and I'm going to mix it up in my hand. Okay, there. You see that? Look, it's completely dissolved, and my hand turns into an oil. Okay, now I can put it on my hair. Okay, now look, it goes on my hair just like a nice oil, no issue. And you see, this shea butter comes straight from the village, and it was posted here to me in Canada. And this one made by 65 and 70-year-old ladies in Nigeria. Okay, so this is authentic stuff that is not being messed with. Nothing comes out of this. It wasn't like it didn't went through any machine, blah 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 blah. So this is safe to use on your hair. And as you can see, I show you. Let me show you once again. I'm just taking a bit off at the top. Times number 2. Look. Okay, and I'm gonna put it in my hand. All right, guys, look. I'm putting my hands. I'm showing you guys. Do you see that, how it's melting? Do you see what real shea butter looks like? You see what real shea butter does? There. It turns into an oil, a greasy oil. And it smells amazing. And I'm going to put my hair. There. Do you see that? I'm going to put the rest on my hand. Not on my face. This is what real shea butter should do. Okay? And then when you put it on your hair, it makes your hair so soft and nice. When you put it in your body, it makes your body nice. So when you're buying those shea butter out there, and it takes forever to melt, it's hard like rock, it's clumpy, it's lumpy, beware. Maybe it's not real. Maybe it's mixed with all kind of stuff. So what I want to tell you guys is shea butter is good to use on your hair. You just have to find authentic shea butter that melts in your hand, that would turn into an oil immediately because of the heat of your body. But don't mix those shea butters that you guys are buying, and you mix it with other stuff, and you're going to put it on your locks. Your locks is going to be a hot mess. I'm telling you guys. And you know, I learned this thing the hard way, because I was buying shea butter other places before I found my ladies in Africa. Yes, before I found my ladies. And this shea butter was not good butter. This shea butter was mixed with something. But this shea butter, authentic shea butter, and it goes on my locks. So next question that you guys ask me a lot is, how often do I wash my hair? Guys, I wash my hair sometimes twice a week, sometimes once a week, sometimes, I don't know, but I'm always washing my hair. Like, I'm not a person who cares about my hair being superly twisted and all that kind of stuff. I don't care. I don't care about all that stuff. Locks is not something that is going to be superbly manicured every day. And my hair grows like crazy and thickly, so my hair usually lasts for like about 3 2.5 weeks to 3 weeks, and it's all like a how you call that? A poofy mess in the scalp. It doesn't stay for very long. And I've accepted the fact that when you have locks, that's the way locks is. So I'm not being super neat with it. Now, if I'm going on a special occasion, if I'm going somewhere, I'm just gonna twist the front. I'm just gonna brush the front. I'm gonna make a pot and do something special and twist up my hair and put colors and curlers in my hair to make it curly. I'll do stuff like that. But usually I just wear a headband, or I just leave my hair like that, because that's the way locks is, and it doesn't really bother me. But like I said, I exercise every day. So obviously I sweat a lot. So I wash my hair. That's it. And when I say wash, I don't use commercial shampoos. I make all my shampoos right here in my house from scratch using oil and butters and herbs and all kind of stuff I put in it, right? I don't buy any pre-made stuff from any company. I make it from scratch with lye, okay? So I use that in my hair. But if I wash my hair more than 3 times a week because I'm sweating, if I go outside jogging, I tend to sweat a lot, then I use apple cider vinegar with a tiny bit of my handmade shampoo, liquid shampoo, and I use that to wash my hair. Or I use soap nuts, and I'm going to show you guys the soap nuts that I use in my hair. Hold on a second. So I use soap nuts. Soap nuts is very gentle, very mild. All you have to do, let me open this pack. So the soap nuts, I buy it for, as you can see, $2.99 for 200 grams. And I buy this at a wholesale store. It's a Middle Eastern wholesale store. So you just go in there, you just pick up whatever you want. I like to go there and buy it. And let's see if I can open the packet without spilling it. Okay, guys. Oh my God, I can't get the package to open. Let me get a scissors. So I got a scissors. Let's open this baby. So if you don't know what soap nuts look like, this is what soap nuts look like. Okay, that's what they look like. And to make a shampoo with this, like a mild shampoo just to rinse your hair because you don't want to be like doing a big wash, or if you want to do like a leave-in wash or something, so you just take these soap nuts and you boil them in water. So you put like 2 cups of water for about 6 soap nuts. Yeah, about 6 to 2 cups of water, and you let it boil for like 10 minutes. Leave it to cool. Then you add half a cup of apple cider vinegar inside the water of the soap nuts. Of course, you're going to strain out the soap nuts out of it, okay? You can use it a second time. You don't have to throw away the soap nuts. You can actually make 2 to 3 times. Like, you can use it 2 to 3 times to make shampoos. You don't have to throw it away. After 3 times, sometimes I go to 4 times, I just throw them away after. And after you put the apple cider vinegar in it, then you put whatever you want inside it. You can put essential oils. You can also put a preservative in it if you want to keep it for more than a week. You can add oils to it, but again, put a preservative because you're going to put it in the shower. Water is going to go into it. And, anything you're going to put in the shower, anything you think water is going to be introduced into, just put a preservative in it. And just use Optiphen. I like this preservative because I find it's much more safer than all these other preservatives that are there. There's many other preservatives that you can use, but it's just hard to find, and shipping is just crazy. But if you can find a really good preservative, put a couple of drops in it. And that's what I do. If I'm gonna, because I wash my hair so much, I just make enough that's gonna last a week, so I don't have to use a preservative in it. If I'm making more than 2 weeks, then I'm going to add a little drop of preservative inside of mine. That's basically it, guys. So that's how I keep my hair the way it is. That's how my hair is shiny. These are some stuff that I put in my hair. And I hope some of your questions was answered. Thank you very much for caring about my hair. Yeah, my beautiful locks. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I love my locks, yes. I would never cut it. Somebody asked me, are you ever going to cut your locks and go back to natural hair? Never, ever, ever, ever. I love my dreads. You know, I just love it. Yeah, that's it. And if you want your locks to smell really, really good, you just use one of those bottles, put your favorite oil in there, and get essential oils, and you make a oil perfume, and you put it on your hair, and your hair is gonna smell super, super good. My hair smells super, super good because I put oil perfumes on my hair. So guys, that's the video. I hope that was helpful to you guys. I hope you learned something, and I hope you learn how to treat your locks. You learn how to treat your locks better, and you can buy soap nuts and wash your hair with it. Okay? And it makes your hair soft, shiny, and I don't know. It's really, this soap nuts really makes your hair soft. You know, and use it as a leave-in conditioner is also awesome. So for the leave-in conditioner, you just have to just boil the soap nuts, add apple cider vinegar, essential oils, and water, or you can use rose water, and then you just use it as a spritz in your hair. But put more rose water and distilled water than the soap nut solution that you boil, because it tends to be a little bit slippy sometimes, and sometimes you don't want your hair to be all kind of sticky in a way. And you can also add glycerin, make your own mixes. But as I said, if you're going to leave it for over 2 weeks, add some preservative. Be smart. You don't want any fungus, anything growing in your stuff, okay? Or put it in the fridge if you're going to leave it for over 2 weeks. And that's basically it, guys. So thanks for watching. As usual, remember you're beautiful. Tell yourself that you're beautiful every day. Think beautiful thoughts in your brain. And I'll catch you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.